I got in a fight with an old lady. She's a piece of shit, and I hope she's dead. I'm only saying that because I really hope she's dead. I hope a fridge full of Ebola fell on her Nissan Sentra. I fucking hope she's dead. I was in a small town. It doesn't matter where the small town is, but it was one of those towns where you show up and you're like, this is 35 years ago. Like, it's one of those towns, nothing changed. There were 350 people in this town, 325 of which were at the show I was doing because it was something that was happening. The only other people in town were 25 seniors across the way having a little get-together on a Friday talking about being dusty. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. So, after the show, just sitting there at a table in this giant hall under these fluorescent lights, sweating, drinking bourbon, and eating a ham steak with my bare hands. I'm not showing off. I'm just trying to paint a picture of what it's going to be like for younger comics. I'm just sitting there, minding my own business, just figuring out how much rope I have. And this old woman comes over, this 75-year-old woman comes over and stands next to my head and starts breathing into my ear like a pug with asthma. Just, sounds like someone standing on an important part of a camel. Just, her name was Gwen, too. What a cunty name. I'm Gwen. Just a bag of shit in a homemade cardigan, smelling of Bengay and disappointed grandchildren. Just, now, Gwen's never met me before. She doesn't know I'm a comedian. She wasn't here for the show. All she knows is that I'm not from her town. That's all she knows. All Gwen knows is that I'm not from her town. And this is how Gwen chose to introduce herself and her entire town to a complete stranger. Apropos of nothing, this is how she opens the conversation with someone she's never met. You know, that Obama sure was one tricky Negro. And then just 10 minutes of Mein Kampf the Coles notes into the side of my head like Ox Ooze the Traveling Roadshow. Just racism, racism, racism. And then she's gone. She fucks up like a racist ninja. God. I don't know where she went. Probably to knit a swastika or some shit. But I said to the other comics at the table, like, this old bitch comes back. She's getting both barrels out of me. And they're like, Simon, you're not going to yell at an old lady. Huh? So I'm sitting there drinking my confidence, right? And I can hear this sound in the distance. And it sounds like a lawnmower 2 yards over on a sunny day, but it's not a lawnmower sound I'm hearing, it's Gwen. Yeah, she's going from table to table in this giant hall like a racist honeybee. Like somehow talking to me has kicked over the Rube Goldberg machine of hate in her noggin. And I can hear her going, and so many of them, everyone has not even real fucking language. You never get to receive. And she's coming closer. I'm getting excited because I get to yell at an old lady, and I'm in the right for a change. Not like that bullshit that happened at the Gap. So she's coming closer and closer. I'm starting to get this excited feeling in my chest, like when you're about to get in a fight at a bar because tequila's delicious and you shouldn't have a haircut like that with a Slayer shirt. She gets closer, and now she's right here. But I don't look at her. Don't look at shitty old people. It gives them the will to live another year. Just ghost them, stare straight ahead, and she's like, and another thing. I go, you want to do this, bitch? Let's fucking do it. And I grab my bourbon off the table, stand up to face my foe. Turns out Gwen is this tall and 90 pounds carrying a transmission. So now I'm drunk, sweaty, covered in ham juice, and fucking screaming at an old lady. But to be fair, in my defense, I'm not just yelling her down. I'm not trying to overpower her. I'm actually putting together well-thought-out, intelligent arguments. I don't know whether it was the balance of the ham juice and the bourbon and the sadness. I don't know what it was, but for some reason, everything was double jeopardy in my head. I'm putting together these... I'm like, hey, why don't you go back to the seniors' home, throw your key in the bowl, maybe someone will take you home and fuck the hate out of you, Miss Old twat, you know, smart shit, right? Yeah. Because I got a grandma. I think the thing that made her pass out, I wish I was kidding, this joke is expensive. I noticed that kicked into the side of her big, dumb, stupid, racist head was a giant hearing aid. Looked like something came out of the back of a Soviet Popular Mechanics in 1981. Just this big fucking Sputnik hearing aid in the side of her head. So what I figure I'll do is I'll lean in, yell my liberal left-wing bullshit in the hearing aid. It'll get so amplified, it'll push a crazy right-wing bullshit out that side. Like one of those Play-Doh games where you fucking put the Play-Doh in and the shape comes out. It'll kind of clean her filter. She'll go home and undo the damage she's done to her grandchildren. So what I do is I start talking slowly and quietly, which we've established is difficult for me. So I start talking because I wanted to crank that up to Spinal Tap 11, right? Like I want that, I'm gonna Ted Offensive her brain, I want that to full Nigel Tufnell. So I'm talking slowly, walking backwards, and she's cranking it up, and finally I see that she's got it as pinned as it can possibly be, and she kind of starts to wind down, and I lean in her ear and go, you know, if I was a 75-year-old woman, I'd knock you the fuck out! And I heard her, and her leg flipped backwards like an old G.I. Joe action figure. I swear to fuck I smelled toast, and she hit the ground like a bag of laundry kicked out of the back of a pickup truck, which is fucking hilarious, right? So I'm laughing my ass off. All of a sudden, I'm being escorted out of town, and I look like the bad guy just because I'm younger than her. But here's the thing. Just because you're old doesn't mean you're good. It means you're old. That's all it fucking means, all right? That's all it fucking means. Plenty of old people are assholes. Like, you know how you know an asshole? If you don't kill him, he'll just get old and be an old asshole one day. He's not gonna magically get better at 75 and be like, you know what? Actually, I'm fine with the hip-hop music. People can wear their pants where they want. I'm going to the mall to shake everybody's hand. Wu-Tang, motherfucker. No. He's just gonna roll around in his rascal scooter being a racist piece of shit, hiding behind the fact that he's old, because you can't yell at old people because there's a slight chance they fought Nazis. So you gotta wait for them to fuck up the math and say something dumb. Well, when I was 11 in 1944, fuck you, no pie! Look.